guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video, guys. In case it's your very first time here, welcome, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're turning by, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And guys, thank you so much for the love and support you showed me in my previous vlogs. I just finished shooting this hijabs, different looks, and I thought like, for me personally, I feel like I look good in red, and that's why I was like, okay, let me shoot in red. So anyway, if you haven't watched that video, go watch it out. You're going to see how we've been struggling to make these hijabs fit well. So I'll be traveling, and I'm going to an Islamic-based country, and I thought of why not try to get comfortable in the Islamic wear, modest wear. So yeah, so this is how I look. I already had the buyers before, but the hijabs are the one that I got. So go look the video and see, guys, and let me know also which hijab you think suits me best, like this one, the red one, or the other different colors that I did previously. So anyway, guys, in today's video is a little bit, I don't want to say cringy, like it's a little bit not triggered. Yes, something that I know majority of us colored women, we go through, especially when you move to relocate to places whereby majority of the people are not of their race. So I'm going to head straight into the topic, and our topic of discussion today is all about discrimination, racism, hate, and jealousy. So generally, these are the things that we go through on our daily basis, especially black women, people who go into places of not of their choices. And I've been doing a lot of reading of late, and I thought of why not, guys, come and share out with you how to handle such things and how to deal with them. So a little bit about my own story. Like, I moved to Coast like nearly 10 years ago, and I experienced like hate, discrimination, racism, colorism, like tribalism as well, name it all. And I managed to go through it. Now that I can just talk about it freely without even having a second option, without even having a second thought of, oh my goodness, how do I, without even shedding a tear. Like, I think I've grown in that sector. So mine is here just to, guys, counsel you and let you know that you're not alone, and it's always like the feelings are real, and one way or the other you just have to face it. So one of the most things that you have to deal with is the fear. The moment you get the fear out, oh my goodness, guys, if you don't know, I started my YouTube channel based on self-esteem. I used to have a low self-esteem, and now that I've reached this far, I'm telling you, it is worth it. And I know it is not something which is easy just to walk away with it without having consideration, without even lowering your head down. I know it's not easy. So my YouTube channel was all about having my confidence. So I moved here, and where I was spotted first, I was surrounded by hijabi women. That is number one. And then number two, women who dress modesty. And another thing, I was surrounded by colored women, like brown skinned women, not dark as me, you know. So dealing with that was not easy. I used to feel as if I am so ugly, like I don't even fit in the group. Why am I even here? I used to be hard on myself. Like, I used to go hard. I used to cry each and every moment. And one thing that I think made me going was my confidence. So another, like, confidence come next now. So confidence really made me through. I really stood up. And one of the things that also made me was the fact that I knew that I can speak out in regardless, you know, not in a bad way. I moved here, and majority of people were not speaking English. Majority of people were speaking Swahili. So I was like, I'm not pretty. I am not light skinned. I am not Hanijabi. I am not I'm not a Muslim, I am not, all those things. But one thing I know for sure, I can speak English in front of people, whereas these people cannot. So back then, that's what used to make me going. So I made it a tradition, like each and everyone could speak for me in Swahili, and oh my goodness, I barely answered in Swahili. Like truth be said, I used to speak English throughout. Though I was not good in English, but I was like, this is the only thing that can make me stand out. I go somewhere, women are so beautiful, women are so pretty, and let me tell you something, they used to put on makeup. Like, at times I'm like, I thank God, I thank Allah, like I was able to come to course. At least right now I can also apply makeup, because I never applied makeup my entire life until I got my foot in Mpesa. Never. So one thing that made me keep moving was my confidence. The fact that I could still, carry on in regardless. And I was like, so when they wanted someone to present something, I was now the option, because definitely education system here was not good by then. So that was the only thing that I was like, I have to hold on into this like this discrimination that I'm experiencing. But come think of it, I think at times it's like we people, we are the one who create such things in our life, because we start imagining, we start having those false imagination that, oh my goodness, because I'm this dark skin, or because I'm this of race, people think of me in this way. But at the same time, I'm not saying that those things does not exist. So that one made me stood out confident. Yeah, I was so much confident. And another thing, I think what also helped me, I think I knew my worth. Like I was like, despite me being surrounded here. Fun fact, I never wanted to work immediately after high school, guys. That was not my plan at all at all. I did this to please my late dad. Like my dad was such a person that if he told me right, I would go right. If he told me left, I would go left. So it was not my initial, like I didn't initial plan that after high school I go straight to work. No. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to go to uni. I have to do the 844 system before even get work. I'm that person who was like, I want to have this such a life. But again, who is God? We plans at the same time God plans for us. So I had to swing with that. My dad had to come through and I got work. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll be doing this for my dad. Being a daddy's girl, my dad has to be proud of me in each and every step. So that's the route that I took. Then another thing that made me go through as well was the fact that somebody is passing by the stairs. Another thing that made me go through was the fact that I believe that I was the best. I don't know how weird is that, but I believe that I was the best. Despite the fact that I was dying like innocently, I was dying inside that I am not pretty, I am so dark, I am not an hijabi, but inside me I knew I am the best. So also know that you are the best. If you know that you are the best, oh my goodness, no one, let me tell you, no one can just bring you down. Believe me or not, no one will bring you down if you have an intention of that, knowing that I am the best. And plus, fast forward, like after those years when I lost my dad, things spat out, and that's when reality hits, because by that time I had a protector. So having a protection is not bad, but again, when my dad was there, I wasn't afraid. So I was like, okay, my dad, I just love me the way I am. My dad accepts me. Guys, forgive me if you hear the outside noise. I'm sitting next to the road, and there is like a garage outside there. So I'll work on my audio step at a time. So anyway, where were we? I was saying when I lost my dad, things turned out. So I was like, I am all by myself. I will not have a protector anymore. The only thing I need to is turn back to my creator. Oh my goodness. So that was where things changed out. So if you're a Christian, go down to your knee, pray to your God, ask God for guidance. If you're are Muslim, go to your Allah, ask for His forgiveness, ask for His merciful, ask mercies, I mean, ask for His protection. And if you're a Hindu as well, you know what to do. So I think one thing that played a very very big role was the fact that I turned into religion, and this thing really really kept me going. So I'm not saying that being religious makes you not face discrimination or makes you not face racism. And let me not forget about mentioning being in a toxic environment. Oh my goodness, guys, the moment you're in a toxic environment, you will just feel it. Honestly speaking, you will just feel it. You will know, because you will be like, I don't belong in this place. I don't belong in this area. So I'll give you an example to know that you're in a toxic environment. So for instance, like if you're working in an organization or in a company, let me put it that way, and things are moving, people are having groups. Anyway, it's obvious, like all organizations will have the groups. So things people are having groups, and most of the time you feel like some of the discussion you are being left out. Believe it or not, guys, that's a side of having being in a right place at the wrong time. Like being in an environment whereby it does not fit you, and that's where you start feeling like, oh my goodness, am I in a wrong place? So that's where we grow in the toxicity inside us. So the moment you start feeling that way, having that example, like you're being left out. Also, for instance, when people are going for retreats or people are going for training, and you're always left behind, you know, people are going to different seminars, people are being taken for training schools, and you're always left behind. My sister, my brother watching the video outside there, believe me or not, you are in a toxic environment that you just don't know. So you need to figure it out how to handle the situation. Personally, things like that, it was easy for me to overcome, because most of the time, whenever I could feel like I am having toxicity, I used to pour out myself in YouTube. You know, I thank God that I was able to create this platform. So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to concentrate. I am going to focus in my YouTube channel. And whenever I would feel that I'm having that toxicity around me, YouTube was a savior. You know, I'm not saying that you don't go to your God, you don't go to your Allah, but find something interesting to capture your mind. Find something that can make you, like something you love doing. I love doing YouTube regardless whether I get one view, whether I get two view, but the fact that I can speak out my mind, I can speak outside here, I'm like, oh my goodness. So if you're not like privileged to have the YouTube space as I have, look for an hobby, go for an adventure, go for like retreat yourself. So do something that you love. So the moment you will be in a place and you feel like things are not working out well as you planned, do something that you love. You know, something that, because guys, believe me or not, time is running, and no one is going to feel like, oh my goodness, I've wasted this 10 years, I've wasted this 5 years. People are moving but ahead, and people will not care. I'm not saying that it's not good to care, but like at times, let's have the limits. You know, start caring for yourself more, and stop caring about other people's as well. So for me, during that time, I could do YouTube like, oh my goodness, I used to work YouTube back to back, back to back, back to back. You know, being in a situation whereby these people, you be a threat. You know, I felt like at times I was a threat, because people could be doing things, you know, and they expect me to react, and they expect me to be like, oh my god, to feel pity for myself. But in reality, I was not. I was really, really having fun. I was enjoying, like I was creating content. I was doing something that I love. And if you cannot create content, you can study. You know, there's some people who are bookworms, book gurus, book mogul. Yeah. For me, I'm not in that category. So at times I could go for those training. I pay for myself. I do them. So you get to interact with a new community. So things like that will allow your body also to get rid of the toxicity. Because let me tell you something. If you're working at a permanent place and pensionable, believe me or not, and some people are having different opinion about you, guys, there is no way they are gonna change. It is you to change. That's one thing I learned the hard way. It is you to change, not them to change. So try to strategize. Try to look for a way of making yourself like living yourself peaceful. At times it reached to a point whereby I don't want to mention names. Somebody has the audacity, like just a senior, like a very big boss, like he had the audacity. She had the audacity to tell me like, you're always on YouTube or you're always on Facebook or you're always on WhatsApp. At what time do you want? I was like, oh my goodness. So me being on YouTube and just minding my own business is giving you stress. Be in a place whereby people like they will feel they will feel as if they're doing for you something wrong and you're not being bothered, you're not they're not being carried away with their actions. So the moment you know that, you will move forward. You will stop pitying yourself. Some people go into mental depression just because the fact that they get rejection from their colleagues or they get rejection from their partners or from their parents. And as I mentioned earlier, life is moving, the clock is ticking, no one is coming to rescue you from that miserable life. It is you to rescue yourself, my sister, my brother, it is you to rescue yourself from that situation. So whenever who is watching this video, they are learn to know that in every situation that you're in, it is you who is going to rescue yourself. Nobody is going to rescue yourself. And I think these things normally happen to those people who tend not to please a lot. Yeah, I am those people who have suffered in so many environments because I don't please anyone. And I mean anyone. So if you're outside there, you think I please left, right, center. Oh my goodness, I don't please anyone. The only person I used to please was my late dad. The rest of the people, never. I don't please people. That has never been my thing. And I think that majority of people, especially these rich people or people who have power, they feel like when someone how do you say kujitenekeza? Kujitenekeza is like pleasing. When somebody is pleasing themselves, like they love to be worshipped. And my sister, my brother, if you're that person who is worshipping people, you will not move far. Believe me or not, you're not going to go far with that direction because people outside there don't give a damn F-U-C-K. People don't care. You will please them. I've known people who have pleased people like they've done even to an extent. But at the end of the day, people are moving forward. Things are moving. Oh my goodness! I remember there's a time I used to feel like maybe I should start pleasing people so that I get accepted. I was wrong, and I thank Allah for that because I never turned my back to start pleasing people. Instead, I accepted the way I am, and I was like, okay, no one will like you 100%. Even get that 2 people, 3 people who love you, things will move smoothly. But the moment you start like tamba, that's the one, pleasing people left, right, center, you will not move forward. You will always feel worried. And the moment you start feeling worried, that's you now toxic to your body. So my sister, my brother, please, let's learn. Let's stop pleasing people. Yeah, the moment you stop pleasing people, life will be no balance. Life will be will be straight. And I don't want this video to go long. I just wanted to also encourage people that at times we get punished based on our backgrounds or based on our financial status or based on assumption. So just know yourself and know that it is, for me, I believe that it is God who knows me better more than anyone. So, and it is Him that I put all my troubles to. So I will not go there starting to seek validation from just human being just like me to get accepted in the society. The same way I was able to come out just to accept myself, just to believe that I'm beautiful the way God has made me, just to believe that God had a reason for creating me this way. I started feeling good. I think that's why even I've tried to reduce weight, but I don't know. like I feel I'm in a space whereby I am so much relaxed. I am so much at peace, ease to an extent that I don't feel as if like I need validation from anyone. Like it's only from Allah that I seek validation from. Human beings are just we're just here, we're just passing. So try to turn your life. I'm not a religious person. Like really, I'm not a preacher or I'm not an imam to start telling you that. But I think also religion, being closer to your creator also helps you a lot to move forward. And when it comes to race, for me, what helped me with the racism and also as well was the fact that we used to go for charity at Mombasa Cement, and you know the owner is an Indian, and people there were all Indians, you know, their color, like they're white. So their things were different. There was no boss. All of us were equal. And the fact that Hasmukh, may his soul rest in peace, for them they believe or Shanti, something like that. He used to treat everyone equal, in regardless of their color, regardless of their religion. So I also felt like being loved. You know, imagine a billionaire eating with a billionaire in the same plate, like a billionaire treating you like you are one of them. So this one makes you like, oh my goodness, the color is just nothing, you know. So that's also helped me a lot to deal with the issue of racism and colorism. And one thing that I would love to advise the people who are watching this video, if the video finds you, yeah, it was meant for you. Like it's high time you know how to handle with hate, you know how to handle with discrimination, you know how to handle with racism, because we are in 2024 and we are moving forward. The clock is not moving behind, the clock is moving ahead. And with no time, imagine like I came here like 10 years ago. Who on earth? How would I knew something like that existed? Anyway, guys, I don't want the video to be so long. I just wanted to give you some encouragement, some advice, and because I had somebody's calling me. Hold on a second. Oh no, sorry for that. So and because um I put on this tried on the hijab haul. I thought that I look good, so I wanted just to let you know that things are just working out as God's plans. You know, things are just working out at God's plan. And whenever you are going through such things, know that God knows. God knows why you are going through such things. So don't be hard on yourself. I feel so bad. People of my age are really committing suicide. People are really losing it. And yeah, as well, our government is not doing anything about that. So it is us to start advising a sister out there. I know you may think that we have a perfect life, but believe me or not, we don't have a perfect life outside here. We are just struggling like any other person. For instance, before I even end the video, let me just give you a small story. My dad was, let me put it like, stable financially. He wasn't rich, he wasn't poor, he was just a middle person, let me put it that way. God gave him opportunity to have money, so I was privileged to be raised in that average life. So, and my dad had his grievances and had his own choices in life. He used to love women and invested his whole time in women. Why I say he used to love women is the fact that we are 13 kids with different mothers, you know. So that shows you where his interest was. So when he was about to die, we used to ask him like that, you know, you've now, what is this now? You have all this. So you just put everything aside and just invest, build homes for your kids, do this. And my dad used to tell me, you know what, I chose this life and this is my life. So people normally tend believe things that we come from a very prominent people, like just because my dad used to have these cars at those times, he used to live in these houses at those times. So guys, let's not be manipulated with whatever we see on social media or whatever we hear. I hear the fact that people believe so much in hearsay rather than reality. I'm in a point whereby right now, if I tell somebody that I don't have $50, like somebody will like, oh, are you kidding me? That's not for real. And at times it's like that's in reality. So we tend to be judged based on appearance, or we tend to be judged based on the stories that we hear. And these are the things that are really, really affecting our future generation. These are the things that are really, really destroying us as youths, you know. So the moment we start, we stopped from all this, I think things will just move on smoothly. Anyway, this video was how to deal with hate, discrimination, and racism. So I don't want to go into other things. I was just here trying to tell people like it's not always what you see that you think it's perfect. You know, we everyone is just blessed in every other way. And one thing that I believe, whatever is meant for me, it will always be mine. And whatever is meant for you, they are always out watching outside that it's always gonna be yours. You know, human being can just try to slow them down, and no matter what, it is God who knows. So guys, let's just live freely. Let's just be okay. Like I would wish each and everyone outside there like to live it the way, to take things the way they are, you know, step at a time. So yeah, guys, that is it. So thank you so much for watching this video till this part. I really appreciate. And guys, I go by the name Miss Hongo, and let me know how I looked in this hijab, because I think the other ones doesn't suit me well. And the fact that I'll be traveling to Lamu where everyone puts on a hijab, I wanted to come here and try them out. So I think that it's not bad. And now I look like a full hijabi. How do you think? Yeah, I look like a full hijabi. How do you think? But I feel at the same time they are making my face to small a bit, though I have like a wider face. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I hope this video helps you out to whenever you're going, you feel so lonely, DM me down below. My WhatsApp number is on my description box. We can always chat anytime on WhatsApp only. The number is for WhatsApp, not for calling. So yes, I think I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. We are starting over a channel, and we believe inshallah with God's greatness, with God's helping, things are gonna turn out as God's plan. Okay, so guys, I think I'm gonna see you next. Remember, it's a back-to-back video. This is just to lighten you up. You know that you are not all alone. You're not by yourself going through, like, be it marriage breakout, be it like loss of a child, be it like financially having stress, discrimination, racism, hate. These things are there with us, and they're not going anywhere. So we just have to learn to deal with them. So guys, bye. I don't even know why I don't want to leave you guys. Or maybe because today I'm putting on a makeup. Anyway guys, bye. See you in my next video, inshallah. Subscribe. Okay.